Afghan poll crisis. Defiant Abdullah claims victory. Afghan presidential contender Abdullah Abdullah has claimed victory in last month's poll, despite results giving a lead to his rival, Ashraf Ghani. Addressing supporters in the capital, Kabul, Mr Abdullah repeated claims that the election was marred by fraud. The United States Secretary of State John Kerry had earlier warned against a power grab, amid reports that Mr Abdullah was planning a parallel government. Meanwhile, a bomb near Kabul has killed 16 people, including 4 NATO troops. 10 civilians and 2 police officers were also reportedly killed in the attack on a clinic near Bagram, home to the largest United States base in the country. People at the venue where Abdullah spoke to his supporters were angry. The crowd tore down a poster of outgoing President Hamid Karzai chanting, "Death to Karzai! Long live Abdullah!" They are appalled at the election results. They believe that massive fraud has happened while President Karzai, the Election Commission and Ashraf Ghani stood by. So the Abdullah camp have decided to take things into their own hands, and he appears to have some support. Several influential figures, governors, district leaders, mayors, and warlords, have come out in his favor. But Afghanistan is a divided country. Mr Ghani and Mr Abdullah both command a lot of support. Analysts will be very worried. They know that what has been suggested, the parallel government, could affect Afghanistan's stability, economy, security and its relations with the international community. The army across the country is such a divided force that it is difficult to know how it might respond. Everybody recognizes this as the making of an electoral crisis. Mr Abdullah told the gathering in Kabul that he would never accept a fraudulent government. "We are the winners of this round of elections, without any doubt," he said, to cheers from the crowd. However, he stopped short of declaring the parallel government as his supporters had earlier suggested he might. Instead, he called for a unified country. "We don't want civil war, we don't want a crisis," he said. "We want stability, national unity, not division." Preliminary results announced on Monday gave Mr Ghani 56.44% of votes in the June 14 runoff. Mr Abdullah, who fell just short of an outright majority in the first round, had 43.56%. Both men have alleged fraud in the election. Votes are being rechecked at more than 7,000 polling stations, nearly a third of the total number. Correspondents say recounts could significantly alter the final result, due on July 22. Mr Ghani welcomed Monday's results as legitimate and credible, but added that he was not afraid of a vote recount for the sake of transparency. "Our votes are clean," he said at a press briefing in Kabul on Tuesday. The United Nations Assistance Mission to Afghanistan warned it would be premature for either side to claim victory. It called on the presidential candidates to exercise restraint and prevent their supporters from making any irresponsible statements and from taking steps that could lead to civil disorder and instability. Earlier on Tuesday, Mr Kerry said Afghanistan risked losing security and aid support if anyone tried to take power by extra-legal means. Mr Abdullah said Mr Kerry was expected to travel to Afghanistan on Friday. The United States officials have not commented on the Secretary of State's travel plans.